Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman, and of course, as you can see, I am not in our studios at the Capital Region International Airport because I'm on the final days of COVID. So hoping tomorrow's test goes well so I can get back out in the public. But in the meantime, we're going to stay in this area right now. Susan Corbin is going to join us. She's the director of LEO, and that's the Michigan Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity. And as always, Susan, thanks for affording us a little bit of time. How you doing?
I'm doing well, and I hope you recover quickly and get back outside.
Boy, I hope so too. That it's teasing me through the window with these beautiful days we're having. So listen, you and I both know Michigan really deep roots in manufacturing. Today we have over 600,000 manufacturing jobs. Can you talk about
Yeah.
that leadership?
Yes, 600,000 jobs. And we know in Michigan we have 12,000 manufacturers. What I want to emphasize is that on average, manufacturing employees in Michigan earn $92,439 annually. So we know in Michigan, our manufacturing jobs are good jobs.
It's kind of amazing too because as chair of T3, I became really keenly aware of this. But our focus on exposing students to manufacturing careers, um,
Yes.
careers period, but especially in manufacturing, are essential. What programs is Leo doing?
Well, we, through Manufacturing Week, we want to expose students and career seekers, even older people who maybe want to be making a transition. We want to introduce them to the opportunities that we have in advanced manufacturing in Michigan. We want to help eliminate those kind of outdated myths about the industry. And what's even more exciting in Michigan is that through some major state and federal investments in industries such as electric vehicles and clean energy, Michigan is creating thousands of new high paying jobs. We want young people to know that the outdated view that they might have of manufacturing needs to be updated. So that's why Manufacturing Week is so great to highlight to students a new vision of what manufacturing in Michigan is.
I remember that we would have as an outing when I was in school, we would go to the Ford, assembly line. And when I came home, we had to clean our shoes off before we went in the house. And
Yeah,
that's not the case anymore. You can eat
right.
off the floors.
Right. Yeah, the clean energy jobs that are being created, you're right, Chris, are absolutely different than that old dated version that we have of manufacturing. We know that Michigan really is leading the country in terms of creating new jobs. Over 127,000 clean energy jobs have been created in Michigan. We outpace 44 other states in the country. And we are seeing estimates that by the year 2040, our state will create 41,000 new jobs in electric vehicle manufacturing and renewable energy like solar and wind. I had an opportunity a couple of weeks ago to attend an event with Nanograph in the city of Flint. They're an advanced battery manufacturer that's establishing new routes in the city of Flint. In fact, on the site of the old Buick City plant. And they've just recently received $60 million from the US Department of Energy. And the facility that they are building out is, clean, sleek, state of the art, and just so exciting to see.
Boy, this is one of the areas we want to expand here. So, manufacturing has evolved a lot, as you said, through the recent years. Um, Rise of technologies, automation, 4.0, all that stuff. How are we doing with that?
Well, as I mentioned, we know we're leading the country in terms of the creation of clean energy. We don't want to sit on our laurels. We know we've had periods in our history when we have lagged when we've sort of, lost out, going through the Great Depression, going through those dark years, 2008, 2009, when our auto industry was on the brink. So, on many levels, we are thinking about our future. In fact, the legislature, when they when they passed the clean energy bill last year, they created an Office of Community and Worker Economic Transition. That office sits in our department. We are building out the vision of how that office should function. We are meeting with communities and stakeholders across the state, and we are staffing up that office right now. And what that office has responsibility for is working with communities across the state as we make the transition to the clean energy economy, but also as we make the transition from ICE to EV. And we want to make sure that our smaller communities across the state, our small manufacturers, make that transition successfully.
Well, you're doing a great job, and there's nothing you're doing that would hold us back from getting to that better future. Susan Corbin, Director of LEO, the Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity. Thanks for taking time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back on the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.